News, oh, my people, the scam has begun. They don sue Tinubu, so make e come tell us wetin happen to the 400 billion so far wey dem don save for subsidy. Within the period wey be say Tinubu say subsidy removal, e go shock you. Within the period, so the money they say they don save from the subsidy as they remove in Nigeria, say they suffer. So nobody know where the money enter. Nobody get account of where that money don't enter. So they don't sue Tinubu. Say Tinubu, not play smart with us. Please don't do it. We're not stupid. Okay, don't even try it. Please please don't. Come and give an account of the 400 billion so far, that has been saved from the subsidy. Come give an account of it. Come tell us the 400 billion so far that has been saved from subsidy. Please give an account. Tinubu no fit talk. Let's get all the details. Fuel subsidies. Tinubu sued over failure to publish and the transparency for the 400 billion spending from the subsidy removal so far. The Economic Rights and Accountability Project has filed a lawsuit against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu over the failure to publish the spending details of about 400 billion so far saved as a result of the removal of fuel subsidy on premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol. The suit following reports that the federal government has saved 400 billion within the 4 weeks following the implementation of the removal of subsidy on petrol policies. In the suit number is there. Last week at the Federal High Court suit in Lagos, Syrup is seeking an order to mandate the federal government to direct and compel President Tinubu to publish the details of the spending of about 400 billion saved as a result of removal of subsidy on petrol since May the 29th. He made the announcement. Syrup is also seeking an order to mandate, direct and compel President Tinubu to provide details of the plans on how the savings from the removal of fuel subsidy on petrol, including specific projects on which the funds will be spent on. Syrup is also seeking an order to mandate and compel President Tinubu to provide details of the mechanism that have been put in place to ensure that the saving from the removal of subsidy on petrol are not diverted into private pockets. In the suit, Syrup is arguing that Nigerians have the right to know how the savings are spent. Disclosing the spending details of the savings will reduce the risk of corruption in the spending of the funds. Syrup is arguing that the Tinubu's government has a legal obligation to ensure that the savings from the removal of subsidy on petrol are spent solely on the benefit of the 137 billion poor Nigerians who are bearing the bonds of the removal. Syrup is also arguing that to be optimistic in the spending of the savings from fuel subsidy would be negative impact on the fundamental interest of the citizens and public interest. According to Syrup, the saving from subsidy removal may be embezzled, misappropriated, or diverted into private pockets. The suit filed on behalf of Syrup by its lawyers, Kolawole, Miss Adenike, and Miss Valentine Adegoke, read in part, transparency will include public trust and confidence that the savings will be used to benefit Nigerians. The Nigerian Constitution 1999 as amended, Freedom of Information Act, and country anti-corruption and human rights obligation rest on the principles that citizens should have access to information regarding their government activities, preventing of corruption in the spending of the savings from the removal of the subsidy on petroleum, and preventing and addressing the challenges caused by the removal of this fuel subsidy, and legally letting the public interest be aware. In the interest of the public, Tinubu's government has a legal obligation to protect individuals against the threat posed by human rights by the removal of subsidy on petrol, and the efficiency of addressing the manifest of subsidy removal. Unless the government is compelled and directed to publish the spending details of the savings from removal of subsidy on petrol, the removal will continue to undermine the rights of Nigerians and increase their vulnerability to poverty. The implementation of the National Social Safety Net program and spending on the program have been mostly shredded in secrecy. Publishing the details of the spending of the 400 billion and other savings from the removal of subsidy will also ensure that people with public responsibility are answerable to the people of the performance of their duty. Transparency and accountability in the spending details of the 400 billion saved as a result of the removal of subsidy on petrol and on the spending of subsequent savings from the removal would mean that the savings can help poor Nigerians to overcome the efficiency of such removal. Tinubu must do all within his power to be transparent with the people, or he will match him and meet him in court. Thank God, say some people do video today talk to Tinubu, otherwise, we not go figure voice. Everybody go do they lost. You get me now? So now some of these things now they happen. Nigerians call they look or they wonder, say, where do we go from here? What exactly is happening? And how do we resolve some of these issues that have been on ground? You dey see am so fuel they don't remove fuel subsidy, they don't remove, I say they don't remove am. But the truth of the matter is the removal of this fuel subsidy, how does it affect the common man and woman on the streets? How does it affect the people? Yes, fuel subsidy have been removed, but how does it affect the people? Do you know that people are suffering? Oh, you don't get clue. I beg, a person ask you, even if he not ask you, if you say the face being one kind, support somebody. Trust me, support somebody. People are suffering. With the emphasis on suffering, people are suffering. Help somebody. The Tinubu, they just they enjoy, they spend money, they don't care what they happen to other people. But some people now die their day. If God not help them, they don't know where they'll take where the next me will come from. They don't know. They don't get clue. They don't get clue. They don't get clue. They don't get now. They get you for no now. They don't get clue. Eh? So we need to ensure say we dey support people. Eh? We need to say, we need to ensure say, we support people. Yeah. So this is what is happening now. We need to understand, say, everybody, every one of us, we support people honestly, truthfully, and willingly, so that people can be safe, people can do well, and Nigerians can move forward. Because a lot of things don't happen. A lot of things don't happen. No. A lot of things don't happen. It's not correct. You can't just they come, they do people anyhow. It's not right. Leave us a comment. God bless. Bye for now.